Yeah, did they track you all over London and shove the pizza down your throat?
I would like to live a lifestyle where the whole time I've got a garlic bread vaguely following me around.
OK, so we got answers for this? What have you got, Jonathan, Jamie?
I think the answer's in her name, if I remember correctly. Grace Van Cutson Van. She's a child who drives a van.
OK. David, Eddie, what have you got for this?
They covered... is she the one that covered her ears when they kissed?
David, Miranda, what have you put?
I did not write this.
No, because I was trying to listen, but she got a very ample bosom. To Lisa, I was really... Honestly, I was just staring at her tits and I've totally forgot to answer.
I was looking at him, looking at them.
They are nice.
Can we have a look and see why she made the headlines? OK. So there she is. Oh.
It does imply that the sound of the snogging was that loud. Which is unbelievable. She was actually listening to some rave music in the earphones.
OK, so David and Eddie get a point for that. No one else gets a point. OK, next question. How did Verger Ben Sherwood celebrate the successful union of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge?
Did he shave himself?
Have you got an answer, Miranda?
Yeah, and this is our first official point.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to just steel yourselves for this. It's David and Miranda's first point here. Pretty exciting stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
OK, so let's go straight to... I asked you, how did Verger Ben Sherwood celebrate the successful union of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge?
He watched Babe Station all night.
Disprove that!
OK, David and Eddie, I'm guessing...
Well, we thought that maybe he cooked his own spleen. Now, we're not sure...
what the recipe was. Jonathan and Jamie, you are our only hope. Okay.
He did a handstand. He was the guy who did the handstand down the red carpet.
Let's
he did
have
a great
look
job
and see.
as well.
Back at the army, the clergy were literally doing cartwheels. The Verger, Ben Sherwood, doing what so many have imagined, but never dared before.
So, let's see what's going on with the scores. Jonathan and Jamie have 8. David and Miranda still have no points. David and Eddie have 8. Another break now, but don't go away. There's still well over an hour of Big Fat Quiz to come, or as I like to think of it, enough time for me to make one of Jamie's 30-minute meals. See you after the break. Welcome back, and as the big fat gypsy of May is crammed into the monstrous flashing wedding dress of June, let's have a look at what made the headlines. Hugh Hefner was jilted at the altar. He said there were no hard feelings. 2 men were charged with the attempted abduction of Joss Stone. Good thing they were caught. If you kidnapped Joss Stone, you'd probably end up cutting off your own ears. Who can forget the extraordinary AV referendum? Turns out everyone. Ready for more questions? Of course you are. OK. First up, it's back to the kids of Mitchellbrook Primary School. Yay, for another one of their special school plays. What are they acting out here?
Your Saturday night starts here. Yeah! La la la, we're singing our song. La la la, we're singing our song. You are the best at singing. You are fantastic. Come with me. I can't understand her. This will never work. Sorry, you have to go home now. You're not my friend anymore.
Again, an acting masterclass from Mitchellbrook Primary School there. OK, so what story were they acting out? When a Twitter user took to his keyboard at 1 a.m. on May the 1st to complain about the racket outside his flat, which major international event was he inadvertently live tweeting?
1st of May.
1st of May, 1 in the morning, he's complaining about the noise outside his flat, and he was live tweeting something. Miranda, David, stop giggling. You haven't even got a point yet.
We've got the right answer.
Well, have you really? Because I've heard this before. OK. All right. For our next question, it's over to none other than Lee Evans. Lee Evans, everyone.
Hi, Jimmy. In June, Burmese pro-democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi claimed that one thing had been a lifeline during her imprisonment. Can you remember what it was?
I love him. OK, you got something for that?
Yeah.
Miranda, David?
Yes.
Oh, yes, Jimmy!
You keep on saying yes, you've got it right, and then you've got nothing, and you've really got to make an effort.
We're
You've
trying!
got so much effort putting this quiz together, and you're ruining it.
We're really trying!
Simulate.
OK. Both the Queen and Barack Obama made historic visits to Ireland this summer. But what did Barack do that the Queen refused to? And finally, take a look at this clip and tell me what this old man is apologising for.
If people want me to apologize, I can apologize. Yes, I did not have all of that worked out as accurately as I should have, or I wish I could have had it. That doesn't bother me at all.
So what was he apologising for?
It's old, the clip, wasn't it? Was it an old clip? Was it an old clip?
It happened this year. It's all this year. It's the Big Fat Quiz of the Year. Very much the clue is in the title. OK. You ready for some answers? Right, let's get some answers. OK, so you saw the kids at Mitchellbrook Primary School. What were they acting out?
Cheryl Cole out of X Factor.
OK, and what have you gone for, Jonathan, Jamie?
Exactly the same.
We said poor Chesa gets fired from X Factor because they couldn't understand her accent over there, apparently.
Well, hang on a second. You're a big star in the States, aren't you, Jamie?
They didn't really understand me, but I had to do certain things to certain people to get the job.
You speak like... What?
I'm sorry, what, please?
It sort of comes back to my impediment, really.
He's gifted with a very large tongue. Let's not say anything more. Okay? But I phoned Cheryl Cole after she was... Because they said they couldn't understand her accent, and I phoned her to try and commiserate. Couldn't understand a fucking word she was saying.
David, Miranda, you thought they were acting out?
Here, inside my mind. Clear from the Phantom of the Opera as well as the Lion King. It's strange, but they are.
Have you learned?
I basically went down.
Sunk?
Yeah, I sank.
Can you come up again?
I don't know how to.
Pump it.
Pump it, then go down.
Eddie, pump me.
No, why don't we pump him up again? Lift up a little bit.
Do you want me to help, Jonathan?
Yeah, you're up again.
go.
Now you're up again.
Oh, I didn't.
That's better.
I had my hand on the wrong knob. Did you get it? Did you get it? Oh dear. We'll laugh, don't we? At the end of the day, we'll laugh.
OK. OK, so Cheryl Cole getting fired from the X Factor in America. You got that absolutely right. OK. Second one, I asked you which major international event was inadvertently live tweeted at 1 a.m. on the 1st of May. Did you get this?
Yes.
OK. What did you go?
The assassination of Noel Edmonds. Because they found that he was in this compound where he'd been hiding for many, many years. And the US Marines came in. And they knew it was him because he had a very, very tiny beard. And Barack Obama was watching and he said, shoot him. And Noel Edmonds, fortunately, we now live in a much better world because Noel Edmonds is dead. Is that right?
You are so close.
I know.
You've got all the detail right there.
It was someone with a beard, wasn't it? It was someone with a beard.
It was definitely someone with a beard. Jamie?
Yeah, I thought it was the assassination of Bin Laden.
He got it straight away. I think he's right.
In that little bungalow. Looked a little bit like where my nan lived.
OK. David and Eddie, what did you go for?
Cooked his own spleen.
It's a common answer.
Yeah.
So Jonathan and Jamie get the points there because Bin Laden was...
Jamie says I should give this guy... I've come up with a joke and I want you to be kind, OK?
Come on, do the joke.
Because I'm not sure if I
This is a good one.
OK.
He likes it.
OK, go on.
Do you know where you were when they killed Osama? No, that's wrong. When they told me that Bin had been killed, I said, really?
There's nothing the matter with that.
He said, do it.
I'll do one back. Osama Bin Laden, you had it coming.
I know what you did last Osama.
Lee Evans asked you who inspired Burmese campaigner Aung San Suu Kyi during her time in prison. What did you put?
Richard Keys and Andy Gray.
Again, it's not the answer to this question, but if we go back a few months, it's the correct answer. So,
so you've gone for David and Eddie.
Dave Lee Travis's World Service music show.
So you think that it's the hairy cornflake?
Yeah.
OK, all right. And you've gone for Jonathan, Jamie?
ABC radio show saved her life.
Let's go back to Lee to find out.
Unbelievably, it was the hairy cornflake himself, Dave Lee Travis. Amazing.
OK. Next up, I asked you what Obama did in Ireland that the Queen didn't. What did you put?
Buy Miranda on DVD. Because she refuses to watch it. Because to her, it's quite rude.
David and Eddie, what have you got for this?
We said that the Queen drank a pint of Guinness that Barack Obama refused to, except it's the other way round.
Oh, you saved that at the last minute. OK. Jonathan and Jamie, what did you think that Obama did that the Queen refused to?
Jedward.
Yeah. Do you think Obama did Jedward?
No. Obama met Jedward. And then I don't think the Queen would understand Jedward.
No.
They're banging and now.
I think she would think she was drunk if she met Jedward.
But Obama, he'd get Jedward, he'd be down with Jedward, he'd love Jedward. He'd probably take Jedward home.
I can tell you that David and Eddie are absolutely right. That's the correct answer. We've even got a still of Obama enjoying a pint of Guinness. There he is. And we've got a picture of the Queen being offered Guinness and turning it down.
It's one of those birds that sort of goes into it like that and that.
OK. And finally, in this round, what was the old man apologising for? What did you go for, David and Eddie?
The Rapture, the End of the World Rapture thing, which he missed, and then they postponed it till about October, from May to October.
OK, and what did you go for?
Well, Jamie said end of the world thing, and I said the Rapture, and then he wrote it with a W, so I made him correct it. That was not to embarrass me.
So we spelt...
Well, David and Miranda, you probably nailed this. You probably got it absolutely right.
Apologising for writing Jimmy Carr's jokes.
Okay, well, I can tell you that was preacher Harold Camping apologising after the Rapture or Armageddon failed to happen on the 21st of May.
What an idiot.
You think that would be something you wouldn't have to apologise for, the fact that the world didn't end?
You think, yeah, cheer up, mate, it's not the end of the world. OK, now it's time for a special bonus round about movies. I'm going to show you pictures from 3 of the biggest movies of the year. They've all been subtly improved. Can you tell me what the films are? Here's your first one.
The name of the film, yeah?
The name of the film. OK, so that's the first one. Here is the second one. Oh. There I am. Much better.
That was a long weekend, wasn't it, Jimmy?
And the third one. I don't see why you're laughing at that. OK, so you've got to name all 3 movies. All came out this year. OK. OK, answers. What have you gone for?
Hangover, Tintin, Black Swan.
Hangover 2, Tintin, Black Swan. You've nailed that, I think. It is fair to say. Jonathan, Jamie, you've gone with?
We got Hangover 2 and Tintin, and we couldn't remember Black Swan, and we thought you looked a bit like Boy George in that picture. Because you do look a lot like him.
What have you gone for, David and Miranda?
Carry on camping. Carry on screaming. And carry on bumming. Which is the new one, because there's not really entendres anymore. They've just kind of just going straight for
saying it how it is.
So that's one of the new ones that they've done.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look. It's the first one was the, yes, we were right, the Hangover 2. There you go. The second one was Tintin. I think I look better as Tintin than he does. And then the third one was, of course, Black Swan.
That makeup, you should try that. You should try that makeup. Because you actually look quite nice then. You know what? With that makeup on, Jimmy, you could be in my transsexual summer next year.
You're doing transsexual summer?
There's always transsexual summers going on, but it's a TV show now. It's a bit like Grand Design. They're always either building an erection or knocking food downstairs to make more room.
Let's check in on the scores. David and Eddie have got 15 points. David and Miranda are still on nil point. Jonathan and Jamie have 14 points. So you're in the lead, David and Eddie, at the moment. And as David Cameron likes to say in times of national crisis, time for a short break. See you in a bit. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. As we move into British summertime, it can only mean one thing. It's time to pop on your balaclava and nip to your local JD Sports. In August, riots broke out in major cities and Wolverhampton. In Croydon, windows were smashed, shops closed their doors, feral youths wandered in violent gangs, and some streets became virtual no-go areas. And then the riots began. OK, ready for some more Big Fat questions?
Yes! Let's do it!
Jimmy!
In July, the phone hacking scandal resulted in the closure of the News of the World. But what was the final newspaper headline?
Walliams knows
OK. You all got something for that final headline for the News of the World?
Look at that.
OK. How did a bag of Tesco value basmati rice propel one Londoner to global fame?